Nature's finest architect has built a hidden sanctuary within these leaves.
Inside this living cradle, a delicate process is unfolding. For days, warmth and protection have been the only priorities. But today, the silence is broken. A tiny life inside is ready to claim its place in the world. It begins with a single, microscopic fracture, the first pip against the calcium walls of its first home. This is a battle of strength. Using a specialized egg tooth, the hatchling must break free, one rhythmic push at a time. Nature provides no tools but instinct. Every crack is a calculated effort, fueled by the need to breathe.
As the shell yields, the first gulp of fresh air reaches the hatchling's lungs. The transition from water to end but free. Exhausted but free. The struggle to hatch is the bird's first test of survival. Even before it can see, the instinct to survive is paramount. The wide-open gape is a silent plea. Complete, the mother moves in. The journey from an egg to a master weaver of the forest has just begun.
The first meal is a milestone. The parents now begin a relentless cycle of hunting and gathering to fuel this rapid transformation.
Driven by pure instinct, the hatchling's wide gape is an irresistible signal that no parent can ignore. By the third day, the first signs of armor appear. These pin feathers are the blueprints of the flight to come. Hygiene is a survival strategy. Keeping the nest clean prevents disease and hides the scent of the young from prowling predators. On the sixth day, the world comes into focus. The silent observer begins to perceive the leafy walls of his waterproof. Even in a tropical downpour, the stitched leaves and the mother's wings keep the interior bone dry. Growth is explosive. Within 10 days, the nest that once felt like a cavern has become a cramped training grounds. Feather maintenance is a vital skill. Each plume must be perfectly aligned and cleaned for the apicorpes. Curiosity finally overcomes caution. For the first time, the hatchling looks beyond the leaves at
the final threshold. The safety of the stitched pouch is about to be traded for the infinite possibilities of the sky. Strength starts at the foundations. These tiny claws, once meant for clinging to soft down, must now hold fast against the swaying winds of the outside world. Muscle memory is being built in seconds. Every flap is a calculation of lift and resistance, a rehearsal.
The instinct to stay in the safety of the stitched home is strong, but the hunger for the world is becoming stronger. One small hop for a bird, one giant leap for its survival. The boundary between the cradle and the foreman's. The first few minutes are spent exploring the immediate neighborhood. Every leaf is a new discovery. In the forest, distance is the first enemy. To move is to live, but every gap is a daunting abyssful, but it's flight. The transition from a crawler to a flyer is the most dangerous moment of its young life. The first journey has taken its toll. In the shadows, the fledgling rests, hidden from the prying eyes of hawks. Even outside the nest, the bond remains. The parents will continue to provide until the fledgling learns to survive the dark. A new day begins with a ritual. To fly effectively, every feather must be in its perfect place. Observation is the best teacher. The young bird mimics the movements of its elders, turning instinct into expertise. The forest is never truly safe. The ability to become invisible is as important as the ability to fond. Social bonds are forged in these early days. Siblings provide comfort and a sense of security in a vast. Hydration is the simplest of needs, yet every action requires a new set of motor skills. The namesake tail is beginning to take shape. It is the rudder that will guide it through the dense thickets of Itili. Defying gravity requires more than just wings. It requires a spirit that refuses to give up. Rain is not just a threat, it is a chance to cleanse. A healthy bird is a clean bird. The transition is complete. The consumer has become a provider for itself. The cycle of life has found its rhythm. The journey that began inside a stitched leaf now reaches for the horizon. The tailorbird is no longer a hatchling. Independence is a quiet departure. The tree that held its first breath is now a memory, as
not every surface is a sanctuary. For the common tailorbird, learning the physics of the forest is a lesson in balance and persistence.
Water is life, but also a place of vulnerability. Every sip the common tailorbird timpans. In the silence, there is safety. The art of becoming invisible is the common tailorbird's most poshyware. Opportunities are everywhere. Tailorbird, the garden is a buffet that requires constant curiosity. The voice is a declaration. The young common tailorbird begins to claim its own piece of the forest. Boundaries are tested daily. In the world of the common tailorbird, space is earned through courage. A dust bath helps the common tailorbird remove parasites and keep its feathers in peak aerodynamic condition. Inherited wisdom surfaces. The silk that once held its cradle is now a tool for the common tailorbird's own future. As the sun dips, the common tailorbird finds a safe crook in the bark. Another day of survival is complete. Every morning is a reset. The common tailorbird shakes off the night's cold in a burst of energy. Survival requires looking where others don't. The forest floor is a hidden pantry for the common tailorbird. Wisdom is knowing when to hide. The leaf that was once its home is now the common tailorbird's shield. Confidence grows with every wing beat. For the common tailorbird, the world is now a playground of posits. Judgment is as vital as speed. The common tailorbird learns to distinguish a meal from a neighbor. The namesake tail is now a functional rudder, used by the common tailorbird to signal alertness. The cycle nears a full circle. Instinct guides the common tailorbird to the perfect canvas for its future masterpiece. To live in the trees is to live with the wind. For the common tailorbird, flexibility is the key to surviving the storm. Precision and power. The fledgling has transformed into a calculated predator. From a tiny crack in a shell to the master of the heights, the common tailorbird remains the silent, observant architect of the forest. The common tailorbird begins the most intricate task of its life, selecting the perfect leaves for a new cradle. Precision is paramount. With a beak as sharp as a needle, the common tailorbird punctures the living fabric of plaid. Nature provides the thread. The common tailorbird gathers spider silk and plant fibers. The first stitch is cast. It is a moment of pure instinct, a technique passed down through countless generations. Strategy. The common tailorbird must use its entire body to bridge the gap between two separate lives. Each stitch is locked. The common tailorbird creates a series of tiny knots, ensuring the structure can withstand a partnership in craft. For the common tailorbird, building a home is often a shared labor of touts. Slowly, the pouch takes shape. The common tailorbird turns flat surfaces into a threef. The common tailorbird tests every seam, for a single failed stitch could mean disaster for its future brood. The tailor becomes a decorator. Within the tough exterior, the common tailorbird creates a world of incredibles. Layer by layer, the cradle is reinforced. The common tailorbird weaves warmth and stability into the masterpiece is complete. A living, breathing home, hidden in plain sight by the ingenious common tailorbird. And so, the cycle begins anew. A new generation finds its place within the tailor's handiwork. Patient and protective, the common tailorbird waits through the rain, providing the warmth that will spark life. Vigilance is the price of life. Every shadow is a potential threat to the common tailorbird's hidden treasure. Fearless in defense. The common tailorbird may be small, but its heart is fierce when protecting its home. Survival is a daily endurance. The common tailorbird manages the elements as skillfully as it manages its. Inside the calcium shell, the miracle is ripening. The rhythmic pulse of a new common tailorbird grows stronger. As the day fades, the common tailorbird sings to the forest. A song of triumph. Cranect becomes the ancestor. The story of the common tailorbird is an eternal loop of creation and survival.